Hello friends, our topic today is recursion in Java, which is a very popular topic and people find it difficult to understand. I will try my level best to make you understand the concept as much easy as possible so that you can use recursion in your programs and just enjoy and love using recursive function to make coding short. What is recursion actually? Recursion is a process in which a function calls itself several times from its body, which is called a function block, to complete the execution. Let us understand using a Java code. Look at the figure on the screen, that is figure 1.1. Java code is written, class recursion, where you have a main method inside which you have some Java codes. Now it is printing Sharda, and in the second line it is calling main method. So the arrow goes here and this main method is executed again. Again Sharda is printed and main method is again called. So you can see the second arrow. Again main method is called, Sharda is getting printed, main method is called again. So main method again here is called, it is printing Sharda, again main method is called, and this way the entire process will carry on until the memory is full. So this is not the right method for recursion. The program should end at a certain point. It cannot run infinite times. So there comes the concept of base case. That is, when will the program terminate? What is base case? The condition that is used to terminate a recursive function is known as base case. Here is a Java code for finding the factorial of a number. Let us see the next screen for better understanding of the same Java code. See the screen figure 1.2 very nicely and don't let your attention go anywhere else. For the first time, you invoke fact method with n value 4. So inside the method block, it checks whether n is equal to 1 or not. If yes, it returns 1. Otherwise, it goes to the else part. The condition here is false. So it keeps 4 into and calls fact of 3. As n was 4 and 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Again, here it checks n is equal to 1 or not. The answer is no. So it keeps 3 and calls fact of 2. Fact of 2 keeps 2 and calls fact of 1. So right now n value is 1. This method returns 1 as per the coding. That is, if n is equal to 1, return 1. Now the question is where this value 1 will be passed or returned. So the concept of backtracking will occur, which means the value will be passed from the last method to the first method step by step backward. Now let us understand the concept of backtracking. From the last method, that is fact of 1, if n is equal to 1, return 1. This condition is true. So 1 is returned to the previous method, fact 2. Fact 2 will calculate 2 into return value, that is 2 into 1 is equal to 2. 2 will be returned to fact 3. Fact 3 returns 3 into return value, that is 3 into 2 is equal to 6 to fact 4. So fact 4 finally returns 4 into return value, that is equal to 4 into 6 is equal to 24. Here the program terminates. Do you find this concept tough? Do not worry. View this part again. You will definitely understand. On the screen you will find a Java code where I have used a recursive function. You have to find out the output of this program when n value is 1, 2, 3. Find the output of the program and suggest a proper name to the above class. When you do the dry run, you will get to know what this program is actually trying to do. So as per that, you suggest a name. I'll be waiting for your answer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep watching and keep learning at the same time. Do subscribe for all my latest videos. Thank you so much.